Hello friends, this is Scott and it's April 2nd, getting close to Easter. So today I'm doing a mint scavenger hunt. Here is some that's over by my air conditioning outside unit. Here's another one. Okay, let's see where this one's at. This one's in a planting bed just above my new strawberry bed. Looks like. Here's some that's right at the base of my potatoes that I still need to show you a video on that. Here's another one that's by my wife's little fairy garden area, by the blackberries. And where else do I have mint today? Let's take a look. Oh, here's the main culprits. There's a whole bunch. And I wonder, oh wow, look at all these. Amazing. I have not planted any mint in my yard probably for 7, 8 years. And look at all this mint. How does it get here, I wonder? As I titled this video, mint is one of the top 3 most invasive plants that I find in my garden. The other 2 are bamboo and horseradish. But mint is kind of a double-edged sword when it's by invasiveness. It flowers, it puts out a ton of seed, which spreads throughout the yard with the wind. And here's a small little mint plant, so it's not a big deal when it's small. You just pull it out and yeah, it's just like any other plant. As you see me struggle pushing up this old whiskey barrel that's half full of soil, I'm going to explain what's the real problem with mint. Yeah, it does seed out a lot and you find little plants everywhere throughout your yard. That's a little annoying, but not the biggest deal in the world. What's really bad is that mint roots, once it's established, it's a perennial crop, and the roots get huge, they get entangled, and every little piece of root becomes a new plant if you don't get it out of the ground. So once you plant mint in a garden bed, you have mint. And it's very tough stuff to dig up. So here, look at this whiskey barrel. This is a solution to my mint problem, I hope. I'm still going to have the blowing in the breeze seeds, but I'm going to take some mint and I'm going to establish it in this whiskey barrel, and I'm just going to keep it in the whiskey barrel. Let the roots go as crazy as they want to grow, as thick as they want to grow, but they'll be contained inside this whiskey barrel. Now, the soil is pretty hard. It's been packed down here. And the reason I'm leaving that in there is I don't need it. I just can put a new bag of potting mix on the top and plant right into it. So I just bought a bag of Miracle-Gro, and I'm just going to dump it in here and plant it right into it. Now, you might ask me, why are you mint such a pain in the butt? Why do you plant it? Well, the main reason I plant mint, because I don't use it a lot, maybe once in a while in an adult beverage, but bees love it, especially the little native bees. So I've had this at my school garden for many years, and that's where I know how invasive the stuff is. And just amazing how many thousands and thousands of bees are on these plants when they're flowering. Now here's a look at some. These are first-year plants. Look how these roots are so established already. Just imagine when they've been sitting in the ground for a couple of years, how big of an issue it is. Now I don't need all this mint, so I'm just going to dig up 4 or 5 of these plants, and then I'm going to take them over and transplant them, and then I'll just pull out the rest. Again, they're a pain. I'm going to have mint. I'm always going to have mint. But if I pull them young, not a big deal. The chickens won't eat it, so I just throw it in the compost bin. So here I am back at my whiskey barrel, and they're just loose soil, and I'm just going to push these plants in. And again, they're not fussy. They'll be just fine. So I just stick 4 or 5 in here, and I'll have mint in this barrel for many, many years to come. I'll just add additional compost and stuff and fertilizer on top. So I give the mint a good drink of water, and just to get pretty soaked in, because barrels, any type of planter really dry out every day, pretty much in the hot sun. So here's what it looks like. I didn't space them really evenly, but this whole bed this whole planter is going to fill up. So no big deal. But the mint smells good. And like I say, it'll always be here, and the bees love it, especially the tiny, tiny little mason bees and other native bees. I'm excited because I don't have any. It doesn't seem like I have many mason bees in my yard or smaller bees. And like everything, you add a little straw or a little bit of mulch. And without mulch, these pots dry out every day. With mulch, you go multiple days without having to water. So I'm just going to water this in again. So I soaked it in first, then I'll soak the mulch in also. Always remember, soak the ground before you mulch, because a lot of times the mulch will suck up the water, and you think you're watering your plants, and you're really not getting the water down in there. So So water it good before you mulch, and then water the mulch in, and you're good for several days between watering. Well, I hope you like this video on mint. Pretty simple concept. Control where you plant it so that the roots don't become an issue, and then you just love the bees and enjoy them. Harvest what you need, and just do a couple scavenger hunts a year for all the seeded out weed mints, and just pull them up before they get established. Well, I hope you like this video, and if you do, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.